Capability maturity models can be used to measure your company's data capabilities. I suggest you use similar maturity model from this presentation and assess where you are standing today and where you want to be in terms of your data capabilities. In order to enable your data capabilities, you need to understand what data solutions you want to offer to your customers. Once you assess your own position, you will know what foundational architecture and resources are required to enable these data capabilities. Let's start by looking at how Dell explored its own data maturity model. At Dell, they created a data maturity model to chart their own data maturity and help their customers track theirs. The customers are grouped by their main data goals. What is that a customer wants to do with their data? Such question will determine how you move up the maturity curve. Stage 1. In the data-aware phase, a customer usually compiles non-standardized reports from different systems with the goal of standardizing these reports. There are multiple BI systems, data sources, and there is a lack of data and app integration. The business is doing ad hoc reporting and doesn't always trust its own reports. If this sounds like your organization, you'll want to focus on building capabilities to move up the maturity curve, such as data modeling, database design, data normalization, or feeding data to one BI or reporting system. Stage 2. In the data proficient phase, data quality is questioned. IT continues to have multiple databases, or data marts, and an incomplete data warehouse, and there is no app integration. The business has begun to track organizational KPIs, and is now ready to pilot a data initiative. But it lacks executive sponsorship, and the know-how to manipulate, or use unstructured data. It's common at this stage for the business to demand innovation beyond its capabilities or capacity. Companies focus here on building proficiency in data quality and app integration, provisioning data for speedy access by users, implementing new technologies like modern data warehouse that address unstructured data, optimizing the data warehouse, including ETL offload, and implementing a master data management strategy. These actions can enable the organization to achieve standardized reporting on a platform available across the company. At this phase, the organization is now using its resources more efficiently and is ready to realize the promise of big data and analytics, transforming the way it operates. Stage 3. In the data-savvy stage, organizations are using data to make critical business decisions for key initiatives. This is the stage where the all-important business and IT partnership goes to the next level. And executive sponsorship is put in place to quickly break down both organizational and data silos. As several business functions begin to use data as a competitive differentiator, IT must keep up by implementing new technologies that integrate all data sources and applications to provision and store data effectively and serve up data on demand. The IT business partnership should focus on building advanced capabilities, such as a data lake and data integration with external data sources. Stage 4. The data-driven phase is the final stage of data maturity. Becoming data-driven. No data means no decision. The objective is to scale the data strategy while continuing to take out cost. IT and the business are functioning as a tight, cohesive unit. IT has integrated all data sources and apps and has implemented an advanced analytics platform. The business has identified where and how to embed analytics in its processes. The challenges to remaining data-driven and realizing the competitive advantages inherent in this maturity level are embedding analytics seamlessly into business processes, scaling beyond databases and data lakes, and moving up the analytics maturity curve from descriptive and predictive analytics into prescriptive analytics. The Dell maturity model is an excellent example on how to move up the data maturity curve. But executives in charge will not accept predictions and more sophisticated analytics without a trust of what has happened and what is happening in the business first, and they will be seeking in first instance to measure basic business analytics. Dell Maturity Model has demonstrated that each company's maturity sits within the low data capability and high data capability band. It is a good practice to make a self-assessment of your own data capabilities. This will allow you to offer data solutions to customers that are under your capability band. As a supplier, you need to demonstrate to your customer that you can help them mature in their own data capabilities. In this example, we have 3 customers. This bar chart basically represents the degree of maturity across 5 bands. Customer A is in the lower capability band, while customer B and C are moving towards the higher capability bands. We can therefore say that customer A has low data capabilities, while customer C has a managed and optimized control of their data. Let's learn what each of these maturity levels mean. In order for you to progress in the maturity levels, you need to assess where you are today and implement the required transformation projects to evolve in your data capabilities. So, let's just summarize what these 5 maturity bands actually mean. At the ad hoc level, processes are disorganized, even chaotic. Success is likely to depend on individual efforts and is not considered to be repeatable, because processes would not be sufficiently defined and documented to allow them to be repeated. For instance, customer A has the majority of data projects in the ad hoc band. At the repeatable level, basic project management techniques are established, and successes could be repeated because the requisite processes would have been made established and documented. For instance, customer A has some of its repeatable data projects in the repeatable band. Costs and resources are better managed on these few initiatives. But most data projects follow a disorganized approach and remain in the ad hoc band. The goal is to help this customer evolve to the next maturity stage. Now, at the defined level, an organization has developed its standard IM&T process through greater attention to documentation, standardization, and data integration. For instance, we are spotting that customer B is doing better than A because they have evolved to a higher maturity band, and as a result they are saving time and resources on most of their data projects. At the managed level, an organization monitors and controls its own IM&T processes through data collection and analysis. For instance, customer C has evolved from discrete analytics to more advanced enterprise analytics, and they are properly governing and monitoring data quality of most of their data projects. At the optimizing level, the data capabilities are constantly being improved through monitoring feedback from current processes and introducing innovative analytics to better serve the organization's particular needs. For instance, customer B and C are leading continuous innovation projects by introducing predictive to prescriptive data solutions throughout their business processes. So here is the question: where do you want to be with your customers? On the longer term, ad hoc type of organizations won't survive in the digital transformation economy and won't develop the capabilities or culture to retain knowledge and talent. It all sounds great, but how fast can you start your digital transformation journey? Basically, once you completed your 1 to 2 weeks capability assessment, you will know where you are at in terms of your data maturity level. We can draft a data strategy that is in line with the overall business plan and that runs side by side with your company IT and sourcing strategy. A data strategy development can span from 1 to 3 months. It really depends on the size and scope of your organization. While we develop the data strategy, a small talented team can already start a number of transformative projects. You can take an existing product and potentially develop what we call a shippable product increment that bring business value to your business process, staff, or customers. Or you can take and plan the design of a new app that would offer huge productivity levels to your operations business units. This really depends whether your organization is on the low band or high band of the maturity model. So, we believe very much in balancing out the overall corporate goals and allow talented resources at an early stage to deliver agile transformation projects. This takes us to a business framework of activities that will help you evolve in a coordinated fashion. A data capability framework spans across your corporate drivers. Your corporate drivers are your main business focus and also sum up a number of challenges. Your organization has a business strategy, an IT and sourcing strategy, and we need to develop the data strategy. In order to evolve in your strategic and operational developments, we have a baseline of governance and policies. Your operational developments will evolve by adopting methods and standards, and acquiring and developing the required people, processes, and technologies. In relation to developing your data capabilities, it is necessary to build your foundational data architecture. We have adopted a simple combination of data management methodologies that allow you to evolve in your transformation product developments. Let's look at how you can tackle your corporate challenges. We discovered earlier that any organization requires a top-down development of their data capabilities, and your data strategy should be aligned to your business, IT, and sourcing strategies. And these high-level developments will take you a few months to gain consensus. But that won't stop you from evolving with a number of bottom-up product developments that you can tackle with a small team. The pieces in the center of our data capability framework is the engine that will enable your digital transformation. This is called the body of knowledge in data management. Data security and privacy will be as relevant as having the correct levels of master data or data quality. On the other hand, your data sources will remain in a dispersed location without proper data integration, metadata, and classification models. It will be challenging to think big data or advanced analytics unless we start classifying, securing, integrating, and sharing your valuable structured and unstructured data. All this transformative developments will build the confidence of all stakeholders and operations and help you evolve in your data maturity levels. But why are data capabilities so important? What goes beyond maturing your data capabilities? Trusting your data will be the fundamental component to mature in your analytics capabilities. It will be extremely difficult for an investor or stakeholder to move into advanced predictive or prescriptive solutions when the fundamental executive insights around data are not trusted. When you look at this analytics graph, your organization naturally will evolve from foundational data capabilities to augmented intelligence with the support of AI. This will lead you into the analytics roadmap. The speed at which you mature in your data capabilities will also determine the speed in which you mature in your analytics capabilities. The more you know about your data, market, and customers, the more your organization is factual, data-driven, and will develop a competitive advantage. We take a simple example of a transformation project. This organization has a challenging time in getting on-time accurate data from dispersed business units. The aim is to build a modern data warehouse that integrates structured and unstructured data from dispersed data sources. All these data sources have similar master data such as customers, vendors, suppliers, parts, locations, etc. And a data team will look into modeling the data and building a data integration pipeline that connects the clean data into your warehouse. But in order to do that, you will require to review data security and privacy requirements and ensure that the consumers only see the authorized data in the final report. Nowadays, any data solution needs to be designed with privacy in mind. And the foundational data architecture components must offer the required knowledge in data management to deal with master data, data modeling, data integration, and data privacy. In this example, we would adopt agile developments where several small teams works towards one goal, and that is delivering in 30 weeks a modern data warehouse. By now, you should get a good sense as to the importance of enabling data capabilities. They prepare you for your analytics roadmap. As a wider spectrum of enterprise data becomes available and data quality improves, your company will improve its analytics capabilities and move towards prescriptive analytics. The full data literacy becomes culture and converts into an asset in your organization. To reach such degree of data literacy, you increase your data maturity and analytics insights with a year-on-year analytics program. As a company that is interested in developing the data capabilities, you need to align your data strategy to your corporate business plan, IT strategy, as well as your talent strategy. It is of premium importance that you cover the technology and skill gap required to enable these data capabilities. And you may also need to hire, train, and retain talent and partners that will help you develop your competitive advantage. We started this session with exploring Dell Maturity Model. We further evolved to defining a data maturity model for your company and customers. We then explored the data capability framework, where you can implement your high-level data strategy and also start a number of bottom-up digital transformation projects. It became very clear halfway through this workshop that in order to excel in your analytics capabilities, you need to build your foundational architecture and develop a body of knowledge areas in data management. Once your company is spearheaded in their analytics roadmap, it will do more with data and gain a competitive advantage in their market. I hope you enjoyed today's session, and I'll see you in our next workshop.